Oh man, it feels good to be right. It's probably my biggest flaw as an investor, because you get addicted to being right. I'm like Kodak Black, baby. First off, way before all this, I said this was one, two, three, four, five, wave one, ABC wave two. Actually, no, we were down here. Yeah, we were down here. Yeah, I said this was one, two, three, four. Oh, it feels good to be right. I'm like Kodak Black, baby. I got an elephant in the trunk, baby. Life sentence in my trunk like an elephant. Oh, it feels good to be right. Because you get addicted to being right. You get addicted to it, baby. Nah, it's 420. It's easy to quit weed. It's easy to quit weed. Fuck weed. You just, you get in your late 20s. You're like, man, I'm too old for this shit. It's easy to quit weed, baby. The only thing more addictive than being right is nicotine, man. I can't, I honestly can't believe nicotine's legal sometimes. Because, like, that's the one where it's like, you can't quit. You can quit alcohol, you can quit weed, you can quit, the blow. Nah. Nicotine, man, and being right, oh, you just can't stop. One of my followers actually said something I thought was really interesting. He said he thought I got kidnapped. And just by the way, I know I made that sort of controversial video yesterday. Uh, I'm trying to get into politics. I'm really trying to get into politics. I'm 28. I got 7 years to build. I got decades to build. My political stance and my political popularity. I see all these streamers blowing up, and I think I can do that. I think the platform I'm going to run on is I infiltrated the government. I found out the master plan from the government, and it's all documented. All my predictions are coming true. The only thing that ain't happened yet is Donald Trump's still alive, and he almost got capped. He almost got capped. That's the only prediction that hasn't come right so far. Donald Trump getting capped and the Seattle Beastquake. Every other prediction I've made has come true. I said the rapper Kodak Black in early 2024, he got released from prison and he started doing something very odd. Right when he got out of prison, he started throwing rocks at a photographer. Now, the rapper Kodak Black, one of his hit songs when he first came out was called Rock Bottom. His name is Kodak, and he threw rocks at a photographer like Eastman Kodak is a camera company. I came out that day. I said wave one, wave two, ba 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 ba, bang. Who controls the stock market? Who controls the music industry? And we're not supposed to talk about this, but these record companies have contracts with private prisons. This is a fact. We're not supposed to talk about it because it gets into the you-know-whos. Black America needs to realize these record companies have contracts with private prisons. They are required in these contracts to pay black rappers to influence their young, impressionable black audiences to commit crimes. It's a fact. And I said the rapper Kodak Black, he has a song called Rock Bottom. He gets out of prison and he throws rocks while Kodak is at the bottom at a photographer like Eastman Kodak was a camera company. Bang! But then Kodak got requested again. Like my mandate says, if you request it, I best it. Wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another wave 1. Basically, as perfect as you get. The length of wave 1, place of the wave 2 low. Bang! Oh, baby. Oh, I gotta take a sip from this earthquake. I'm drinking a beverage called an earthquake. Because I got another one. I said the rapper Drake released a song, a hit song called Nokia. I said sometimes they make this easy, folks. Sometimes they make this easy. Drake released a song called Nokia. I said, look at the chart of Nokia. Wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another wave 1 and a wave 2. Bang! My untouched chart of Nokia. Drake, Kodak Black releasing songs and performing psyops to let the you-know-whos, who are their controllers, know when to buy these stocks. I mean, Ice Spice, the Intercontinental Exchange, Ice Spice, comes out of nowhere, and she's watching the San Francisco 49ers with Taylor Swift. Swift like the Swift financial system, Ice Spice like the Intercontinental Exchange, 49ers named after the gold rush. San Francisco, obviously a megaquake target. Taylor Swift caused an earthquake in Seattle. XRP will replace Swift after a liquidity flood that starts in Japan. But this is where we get a little, how did puppy trades predict this? Because I've been telling the truth community to fuck off. I hate the truth community. I honestly love black people. I love black people. I love Hispanics. I love Hindus. I love white people. I even love the you-know-whos. They're like the Patriots. They're just winning. You can't hate someone because they're winning. Root for greatness. I like the you-know-whos. I like the black community. I like the white community. I like the Christians. I'm critical of the Christians, but I like them. You know? But fuck the truth community. Fuck the truth community. Because I've been telling the truth community something very strange. They keep talking about Project Bluebeam, Project Bluebeam. I've been telling my followers something very specific. They will tell you that aliens from planet Nibiru are approaching with a planet. And that planet is by the sun. That's why they spray chemtrails at the sun. As planet Nibiru gets closer to the Earth, the gravity and the electromagnetic frequencies from planet Nibiru will cause major cataclysms on Earth. Before we get into that, I've also been telling my followers that the real reason I hate the truth community is because they ignore the targeted individual program. They ignore it. I think they're afraid of being targeted. I get it. Being targeted by the government is not fun. Being targeted by the government is not fun. 11 months ago, my reaction to getting robbed. Proof the targeted individual program is real. Someone broke into my room, didn't take anything, but went through all my drawers. Oh, puppy trades, you're crazy, you're crazy. Let's see what this woman, this very highly educated woman, very successful woman, had to say.
Like, there's multiple people doing that right now. And on the other side of the fence, there's multiple parties looking at each other like, didn't we tell this bitch 3 years ago that we kill people for this? Is she not listening? What is she doing? She's still doing it. What? We told her we were going to kill her 3 years ago. So I have these two different scenarios floating constantly in my life where I have people being like, do it, do it, do it. You're the one, do it. And then I have multiple people being like, they're going to kill you. Don't do it. They're going to kill you. I have like multiple of these whispers in my ears. I can't even describe it. It's crazy. And then I even have the people that are like, this happens too. They're like, you know, they kill people for this, right? And then they're like, because you're a young woman, they're gonna rape you before they kill you too. And I have people digging through my panty drawer, breaking into my apartment, digging through my panty drawer so that I notice. Like, I have crazy fucking threats going on right now. And it's stressing me out.
She has people breaking into her apartment and going through her drawers. Exactly what I said happened to me. Let's look at it. Another crazy person. Another crazy person. Oh, yes. More crazy people. Congressional representative. Representative Burleson tells Fox News that Amy Eskridge's death should be investigated due to an allegation she was murdered. By who? A U.S. aerospace company via a directed energy weapon. Let's listen.
When you look at these 11 scientists, there's some outliers, certainly, but each one has a very mysterious and unique case. I think Amy Eskridge, her case is somewhat of an outlier, but it's worth investigating. I mean, we had Michael Schellenberger come to our hearing back in 2024, and in his testimony, he provided information from a researcher, Frank Milburn, who was a retired UK intelligence official, who Amy had reached out to and asked to investigate some of the harassment, some of the weird things that were happening with her. And he determined that she was the victim of a directed energy weapon and that she was likely murdered by a U.S. aerospace company. When you look,
A congressional representative says that Amy Eskridge was murdered by a U.S. aerospace company with a directed energy weapon. Now, I've been talking about the targeted individual program. The truth community shuts the fuck up. You know, I said Zach never sold us out. I haven't heard Zach talk about the targeted individual program. I've only heard two. Dark Dread Dramatria, very small account, but pretty influential. Dark Dread, give him a follow, he's great. And Nick Fuentes. And me. That's the big three. Talking about the targeted individual program. But let's go back to this earthquake alien connection, because this woman, Amy Eskridge, was studying anti-gravity, and she's part of a string of missing UFO and nuclear scientists. And what I've said is that this is a psyop for Project Bluebeam. And the whole purpose of Project Bluebeam would be stupid. But if you know the government has weather weapons, they can cause insane hurricanes and they can trigger massive earthquakes by detonating nuclear bombs on major fault lines. What they will tell you is that the planet Nibiru, is approaching Earth. They will tell you the planet Nibiru is approaching Earth. And I've been telling you for 2 years that the government has been attacking me because FEMA told me we were on a mission. They drove me from Dallas to Seattle, and they told me I needed to warn my followers about this, and I needed to tell them that I work for FEMA because FEMA can't say this directly for legal reasons. They will blame mega earthquakes. Mega thrust earthquakes is the scientific term, on this approaching planet that is by the sun called Planet X, aka Planet Nibiru. Seattle has the Space Needle. Last football season, when they won the Super Bowl, one of their players, Rashid Shaheed, caused an earthquake. Marshawn Lynch caused the Beastquake. And Taylor Swift, like XRP will replace Swift, it's called Ripple, like the water, like a tsunami, will replace Swift. And guess where the first case of CV-19 was in America? The Crown virus, the Crown like the Ring of Fire. Guess where the first case of CV-19 was? In America. It was in Seattle, where Bill Gates has patent 060606, human body activity data used to mine cryptocurrencies. Bill Gates likes the jabs, and Seattle has the Space Needle. The 9/11 connection. 2 airplanes knocked down 3 buildings. How did 2 airplanes knock down 3 buildings? They were obviously controlled demolitions, but what did the conspiracy theorists say? Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. And what did the scientists say? What did the experts say? No. You don't understand physics. The buildings cascaded. The Nisqually earthquake occurred in 2001, Washington's biggest earthquake in this century so far. The Nisqually earthquake occurred a few months prior to 9/11 in 2001. Boeing, like the airplanes, was founded in Seattle, Washington. The main architect of the Twin Towers was from Seattle, Washington. XRP will replace Swift. It is called Ripple, and it is called the bridge currency. The Golden Gate Bridge collapses, and we go to the gold standard. San Francisco is marked for a mega earthquake. Seattle is marked for a mega earthquake. But the liquidity flood starts in Japan. And these mega earthquakes will be blamed on aliens from an approaching planet Nibiru. Oh, puppy trades, you're crazy. You're crazy. Aren't I crazy? Let's see what Amy had to say about this. Amy is part of, again, a string of UFO, UAP, and nuclear scientists that have gone missing. Let's listen to her.
Didn't we tell this 3 years ago that we kill people for this? Is she not listening? What is she doing? She's still doing it? What? We told her we were going to kill her 3 years ago. So I have these two different scenarios floating constantly in my life where I have people being like, do it, do it, do it. You're the one, do it. And then I have multiple people being like, they're going to kill you. Don't do it. They're going to kill you. Didn't we well, so the ultra terrestrials, I'll just tell you. The ultra terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is? They're us from the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here, from the future. P-47 is present plus 47,000 years. P-52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically, there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near.
There's a calamity and there's an apocalypse scenario. She's a UFO, nuclear, and UAP missing scientist.
It wipes out most of like everything, man.
The calamity wipes out most of everything. She called it an apocalyptic event. The apocalypse, like the book of Revelation clearly says, the apocalypse is the Cascadia subduction zone in Japan and San Francisco mega earthquake.
And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right? And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die.
If you survive and you don't have an underground bunker and you survive, this woman is saying the calamity that comes, a UFO scientist, is so bad, she called it a miracle. UFO scientist. Apocalypse calamity, miracle that you will survive. So I've been telling people all about this for 2 years. And what I've been very specifically telling my followers, the United States government through FEMA, and yes, through the pyramid people, if you know who that is, the pyramid with one eye, you should know who that is. The 33 group, FEMA, and the United States government came to me and told me I need to warn my followers that aliens are going to cause this mega earthquake. Oh, puppy trades, you're crazy. Several earthquakes, very high magnitude, struck Japan today. A powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake has struck, prompting tsunami warnings across affected coastal areas. The liquidity flood starts in Japan. Mr. Poole has the memes where he has the red Japan flag knocking down the foreign exchange dominoes. Mr. Poole 311, like Japan's mega earthquake was 311, like the pandemic was declared 311, and the first case in America for CV-19 was in Seattle, where we have the Space Needle, like the aliens, like the jabs, like Bill Gates likes the jabs, and he has patent 060606, human body activity data, mining cryptocurrency. And I've been telling my followers, the United States government was reaching out to esoteric, truther, social media influencers and telling them to say that the alien invasion will cause mega earthquakes. Oh, puppy trays, you're crazy. Let's read this guy. The Zeta Talks. Japan quakes and the New Madrid rupture. So what could constitute large earthquakes sufficient to herald for the New Madrid adjustment? We are speaking here of quakes with a magnitude of 8 or higher. Truly in the scale of a 9, but perhaps not called that because the USGS cover-up on quake magnitude. The Zetas are the aliens from planet Nibiru, Planet X. These quakes will rival the large quakes that Japan has historically suffered periodically, but will be characterized by sympathetic adjustments in the Pacific Ring of Fire, not normally accompanied by large Japan quakes. The whole region will be seen as under pressure from subducting Pacific plates and the reaction to this pressure. Let's just look at this account for a little bit. A Zeta Talk follower and guide through everything Zeta Talk. Nibiru, Planet X, and the pole shift due at the end of 2026. The United States government, and I am proof of this, FEMA, the Pyramid with One-Eye people, and the 33 group have very strongly been reaching out to esoteric, truther, social media influencers and telling them they need to evacuate San Francisco, they need to evacuate Los Angeles, they need to evacuate Portland, and they need to evacuate Seattle. If you live west of I-5, you're done for. You're done for.